Some steps, a hop and a leap, a little flutter of wings each passing day, and when you look back down the road, up above at the skies, they all add up and give you that satisfactory feeling of fulfillment when you know you've covered some distance and you've soared some heights. That's what life is all about. Hello and welcome to Oppo F17 Pro presents the Love, Laugh, Live show. You're watching the most heartwarming chat show ever, only on the Times Network with me, your host, Mandira Bedi. Well, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a small step. But at times, people stop themselves from taking that small step. And our guest for today is not one of them. She started her journey singing chorus, then went on to give her voice for jingles, and that too for loads and loads of them. Then came live shows, Hindi film songs, and working with a band. She was jumping with joy when she got her first 300 rupees for her first chorus. And now when she's sung in benchmark movies like Don 2, Chennai Express, wow, it's been a journey that could make anyone proud of her. As now, she flies high in the sky. Please welcome the lady with a very sweet voice, the very pretty Anusha Mani.
Oh my God, hi.
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 I can't do this. I'm shaking right now. I have to tell you this before we start talking, that I have crushed on you like so many others, everybody out there. Right from your Shanti days, I used to copy your bindi and I used to watch it, and then now to sit with you, like I am shaking. Hi everyone.
That's a nice start. I feel very nice.
No, it's...
But thank you. We are so happy to have you on the show. You're so bright. You're so full of happy, positive energy.
It's great to be here.
How's the pandemic treated you? This lockdown treated you?
It's been very interesting because I think I've experienced every single emotion that one can probably go through. The first 2 months were great because it was family time. I got to spend a lot of time with our dog. And Buddy, yes, he's precious. And the cooking and the jhadu pocha. And then there was this whole thing of, oh my God, are we going to work again? Am I going to make any money ever again?
It's been quite that journey with feelings of feeling up and grateful and thankful and feeling down and depressed.
Absolutely.
One has gone through it all.
Yeah, but I think the most amazing thing in this lockdown is that my husband and I, we raised a lot of money for folk singers.
That is so lovely. Tell me more.
Very beautiful folk singer called Kailash Khanji. And he reached out to my husband because they work together. So he just said that there are a lot of folk artists in Rajasthan who are right now struggling, and we just put a post on Instagram and gave a bank account detail for Kailash ji, and we just raised like a good 60,000 in like 3 days, and it fed like over 40 families for like 3 months or so.
Wow.
So it was great, and then we got into songwriting, so we have a lot of songs coming out, our singles. So I'm excited about that.
We're going to talk about all of that in just a little bit. I need to know about, did you have any lazy lamhe where you just, said, oh wow, I can just sit on the couch and watch television all day or just do nothing and just stare at the ceiling?
Yeah,
did you?
Some days.
Or were you really busy with the jhadu pocha, cooking, cleaning?
No, I think we had a really good system in the house where I said that I would not do the pocha, I will do the cooking, but this pocha and back-breaking workout is not my thing.
Okay.
So my husband was doing some killer pocha, he had mastered it.
He's got abs now, right?
Yeah.
Of course. That's a good way of getting abs.
It's insane. Like he just shrunk in those 3 months. His abs were showing and everybody was like, oh my God, look at you. And I'm like,
this is the workout to do, jhadu pocha.
Yeah, can you believe it? He was ripped.
Who needs a gym?
You don't need a gym, exactly.
You know what? It's like a double saving of money. One is you're not paying for a gym membership.
Yeah.
Two, you're not paying any outside help to come and clean.
Yeah.
You get abs just sitting at home.
Yeah. Of course, he got the abs. I got the extra
But you chose not to.
I did.
You said, I'm doing the cooking and the eating.
Yeah.
Not that you look like you've done any eating, but anyway,
no,
I'm doing
it's
the cooking.
only after that when I saw his abs that I was like, damn, I need to start working out. So I started.
I should have switched chores, right?
I still didn't, but I got into working out at least because I was like, everyone is like, oh man, you look so good and you look so ripped. And I'm like, yeah, I fed him, but
yes, but you worked out at home. Lots of workouts have to have happened.
Eventually, because I knew that as soon as this opens, you're going to start gigging, you're going to start doing music videos and clothes are not going to fit. So,
Yes.
पैसे बचाने के लिए basically.
It's all fun and games till the zip doesn't go up, right? So you said, you know, for an artist, for a performer, this entire 6 months was a little difficult without actually, you know, going for gigs. Did you do any virtual online events?
Yeah, we did. The first 3 months, everyone wanted to do an Insta Live and a virtual gig and corporate gigs.
Yeah.
So all of that happened in the first 3 months. But eventually then it started with, आप थोड़ा सा ये free कर लो, ये free कर लो. And I didn't mind it, but the only thing I felt is that, yeah, nobody is asking artists if they are doing okay. I mean, it's a general norm that anything you need for free, you generally reach out to the artists, and we're happy to do it. But हमारे भी expenses है, please हमें भी कोई पैसे दे दो, if you don't mind, yeah. But again, I feel like as much as I'm complaining about people taking artists for granted, but I mean honestly, to set things in the record straight, there are people in a far worse situation, and just that moment of realizing that at least you have a roof over your head and food to eat is just, it puts everything to perspective. So yeah, I don't mean to crib because it looks very bad to do that, honestly. It's privileged at the end of the day, what the kind of life we have.
Truly.
Yeah.
I don't open my eyes without saying thank you for the food on my table and the roof on my head.
Absolutely.
And I've fallen in love with my home. I'm so thankful for it.
That's the beautiful thing about human beings, is that we find a way out of everything in some way or the other, and we learn to kind of make the most of it. Adapt, exactly. That's the word. So it's nice.
And tell me about Kamani's.
Oh my God.
What a cool name. I love the name. It's so cute.
Sangeet and I my husband and I, we used to do this thing whenever we traveled in the car and we'd be stuck in traffic. We'd keep cribbing and I'd be like, yeah, let's just sing something, we'll feel better, because we have serious like road issues, right? Look at people honking and look at our roads.
Yes.
And like, okay, we need to de-stress, calm down, go.
Switch gears, literally.
Yeah, literally. So we started doing that, and then my management was like, hey, you know, why don't you make it into a series? Just sit in your car, sing, it'll be nice. And I was like, I don't know, people are going to be like, ye kya hai, gaadi mein baith ke, you know? It started with that, but we enjoyed doing it and people are loving it, so it's
amazing.
Thank you
it's
so
really
much.
amazing.
Thank
I think
you.
it's such a great idea, and it's got such a lovely name, and it's all just perfect. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
On that note, it's time for a break. In our next segment, we're going to know about music and Sangeet in Anusha's life. Stay tuned to Oppo F17 Pro presents the Love, Laugh, Live show, only on the Times Network.
There's a lot of love, and more than love, I've realized that I have to be able to respect the person I'm with, and I have so much respect for that guy. I mean, I'm blushing while saying it.
I know, that's really nice to see. Welcome back to Oppo F17 Pro presents the Love, Laugh, Live show. I'm Mandira Bedi, and with me is the fun-loving, happy, and very melodious Anusha Mani.
Hi.
Hi.
Again.
Hi again.
Yes.
First of all, I want to see that tattoo. Oh, okay. Now explain it to me.
So this is my thumbprint, this is my husband's thumbprint, and this is our wedding date.
So you found your life's Sangeet, I am given to understand, in the RTO office.
Oh, you know everything.
Yes.
It was damn funny and strange. I've known Sangeet forever, and we've kind of exchanged pleasantries. I thought he was cute. He thought, I mean, whatever. It was just that for many years. Like, I'm thinking like 5-6 years. Up until I bumped into him at the RTO. And I saw him from far and I was like, that looks like Sangeet. I didn't even know if I had his number. I checked. I did have his number. I called him. I was like, hey, is that you at the RTO? And he came walking and it's like, hey, how are you?
Would it be fair to say, since you called him, you were the first one to approach him? Or how would you say? No, I'm just saying, you called just to say hi. Your intentions at that point were very like, oh, I know him. We're at the RTO. I wouldn't mind saying hi. It was that, right?
Yeah.
So I need to know that who sent the first message?
Him.
After that call.
Yeah.
After you exchanged pleasantries at the RTO office.
Yeah.
The first message, who said was really nice bumping into you or was really nice seeing you?
I think it was him. I want to say it was him.
Say.
No, but the thing is, he had asked me out years before that in a very subtle way.
Okay.
He said it's a date and all, and at that point I was really not looking for a relationship, so I was like, no,
Dismissed it.
Yeah, I was like,
Dismissed him.
date and all, I don't know, like I went like that. So then he disappeared. He got scared and he didn't chase me. But I mean, this just sets the record straight that he asked me out and then I said no, and then years later.
Oh, okay.
There's an angle.
There is an angle over there.
Yeah.
So, from the time that you just knew that there's something here, when did you realize that, you know what, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with?
Very interesting story to that. I was in Macau for a gig, and you know that they have those, what do you call it, yeah? The casino.
Casino, what's that?
My God.
The convention that Macau.
In Venetian, right?
Venetian,
The hotel. So we were at the casino in the night before the gig, and the whole band was there, and there was a band playing, and we were having a great time. And they started playing "Single Ladies" by Beyonce. And I was very excited. I love that song. And I jumped on the table or the chair or whatever to dance. And it hit me that this might be the last time that I am dancing to this song like I mean it. I don't know. There was just this weird feeling that I might never be. And this was literally like a month into our relationship. Or two.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you kind of knew it pretty soon.
It was that moment that, I mean, I really danced like I meant it.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
Wow. So I'm also given to understand that you've had your share of quarrels in the recording studio. Has that happened?
Did you talk to Sangeet?
Yeah, I did.
You know too much.
He also, by the way, set the record straight and said, you know, she's the one who came on to me. She might say it on the show that,
Sangeet.
that it was there.
Song. I call him Song.
Yeah.
To have a chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, the thing is, when someone tells you something negative, it's whatever, right? It feels the way it feels. But when someone you love says something negative, you just feel like, how can you say that to me, right? You just take it more personally.
Yeah.
But also, he was more harsh with me because he was more invested in me doing my best. So there were times when he would just be like, that take is not nice, just sing it again. And I'd be like, you wouldn't talk to other female singers like that, so I'm working for you, so you treat me the same way you treat other singers. And he'd be like, yeah, but I know that you can sing so much better, so I'm just talking to you like I would talk to. So that was a thing initially that, you know, it's a professional setup. So you would tell a female singer, ki, yeah, it's very nice, but take one more. Because but with me, you're like, do it again. I'm like, so what? Like, it's that bad? You know, you take offense to these things.
Yes, you do.
So it was that. And then eventually we kind of...
You kind of stormed out of the... Have you stormed out of the... No?
But I've gone home and cried. And been like, it's so rude.
That was not nice. That was really mean.
Very mean. I worked in this industry for so many years. Nobody's
ever talked to me like that.
Yeah, so all of that has happened. And there was actually a time when we didn't work together because I was like, listen, you do your thing, I do my thing. And also because a lot of people started telling me, Arey, now to your career is sorted, now you're married to a music director. And I was like, okay, that's mean because
I know.
it doesn't work like that.
No,
right?
it doesn't.
So that happened for a few years. And then I was like, okay, you know what? This is rubbish. Like, we have to work together because I think just being with somebody for that long, you just understand the person's thinking, temperament, why they're saying so many things, right? And eventually I just realized that we just...
What's his best quality?
Oh, his patience.
Which you don't have?
I have zilch compared to him. I'm learning. I'm still learning from him every day when it comes to... And also being just like zen. Anybody who knows Sangeet knows that he's just zen. It's amazing how he can put everything to perspective. Very few things affect him. You know, the things that affect him are beautiful. He doesn't like when someone is disrespected. He doesn't like when you talk to someone badly. He treats even the guards or our staff or whoever, he treats everyone with
a lot of respect.
And he's so patient.
It's so lovely to see. He's known him 10 years, or been with him 10 years, 6 years married, and you still speak like this about him. I think it's lovely. There's a lot of love I can see.
There's a lot of love, and more than love, I've realized that I have to be able to respect the person I'm with, and I have so much respect for that guy. I mean, I'm blushing while saying it.
I know, that's really nice to see. That's very nice to hear. We have come to understand a little bit your love for song, for
Yes,
Sangeet.
songo.
But there's someone else who's also the love of your life, and that is Buddy.
Yeah.
Tell me about Buddy.
So it's you know Raghu, right? From Roadies.
Yes,
Raghu,
of course.
So Raghu has this beautiful golden retriever called Zug Zug, who Sangeet and I met many years ago, and fell in love with him. Zug Zug actually passed away like a week ago.
Oh.
Yeah. And both of us have been obsessed with dogs. Always wanted
You're
one.
wanting to get a dog.
Always. We said we'll move in. We actually moved in and we got Buddy the next day. The house is not set, we didn't have a maid, nothing. I was like, move in, get Buddy, get life going.
So Buddy's been around how long?
7 years.
Before you got married?
Yeah. We lived in for a year. And
My God, you had your first child before getting married?
Yep,
Oh
yep.
my God, that is so...
Ouch.
That is...
Censored. Yeah, but it was just something that we looked forward to for a very long time.
It's lovely to hear. Now we're heading into another break. After the break, we're going to ask Anusha about the ambitions that were there in her childhood. Stay tuned to Oppo F17 Pro presents the Love, Laugh, Live show with me, Mandira Bedi.
My Hindi teacher actually called for my parents saying, is she okay? ये
Why
इतनी
is she
छोटी बच्ची इतना depressing गाने क्यों गा रही हो? अच्छे गाने
So it
गाओ.
was there from childhood.
Yeah, it was always there.
Welcome back to Oppo F17 Pro presents the Love, Laugh, Live show. We're back with the most fun segment of our show, and we have with us Anusha.
Yes.
Okay, let's go back to when you were a little kid.
Yep.
How would you refresh and unwind? How would you spend your free time? What kind of a child were you?
I was always out playing badminton. My brother and my dad used to coach me to play cricket. And what else did I do? I used to go for music class, dance class.
You did it all.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, I was going to complete your sentence saying also you were the sporty kind, but there's music and dance and sport.
There was forceful Bharatanatyam and Carnatic music because I come from a South Indian family. It was like that thing ki this you don't have a choice for, like ye karna hi hai. So yeah, that. And then
So did you have any time to refresh and unwind and just be?
So my grandfather had this term for me that I would once in about 2 to 3 weeks sleep all day. Like I would wake up, eat, sleep, wake up, eat. So my grandfather used to say batteries recharging.
Do you still do that battery recharge once a week when you're like, I'm not talking about the last 6 months. Last 6 months we got a lot of time to recharge our batteries, but I'm saying like when you're busy traveling and going on gigs and shooting and recording and stuff, do you actually need to do that?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially when you have those.
How do you unwind now that you're married and you have Buddy?
Usually like a late night walk with him under the building where he's just let loose, nobody's there.
Okay.
He's playing with his bollies, throw the bolly, fetch the bolly. We make music, we talk a lot. I think we've learned in this lockdown to just start conversations and laugh about I think it's very important to have laughter in your house.
Yes, indeed.
Just to be able to laugh at stupid things. It's so important in life.
Indeed it is.
Yeah.
So as a child, you were doing so many things. You were learning dance, you were learning sport, you were learning music, singing.
Yeah.
But were you ambitious or was it that I want to be just what my brother is going to be?
What?
And your brother is like a mathematician, right?
What? Where are you getting this information?
You're very tagda.
Have you guys spoken to my family or what's going on?
Abhi, answer the question, na?
Arey, yeah, so he's in, it's called actuarial science. And
That's what you wanted to be? You want to be a
can you imagine? I still think with like basic addition, multiplication, I'm like, oh my God, don't put me in that spot. Yeah, but till I was in college, everything happened by fluke, which I'm sure is going to be your next question. How did you start singing? So yeah, I was just a very happy-go-lucky, one day at a time kind of person. And of course, everything changed over time, but then you start procrastinating and...
Singing, then how did singing sort of come your way? And
Fluke, fluke and just luck and a couple of great friends. There's this friend of mine called Ram, who's a senior in my college. Hi Ram, thank you again. So he's the one who introduced me to this gang of musicians in which there was Amit Trivedi and Sachin from Sachin Jigar, and Naresh Iyer is a very famous singer in the South now. So these were the people who I first met in this industry, and they taught me everything from listening to the right kind of good music, to learning, to what being professional is like. And the first time I stepped on a stage, it was just that moment when I stepped on stage and I sang my first song. And it's not even like people went crazy or anything. It was not about the validation
But it's
at
what
the
you
time.
felt. It's what you felt from inside, and you felt this is my calling, and I know.
Absolutely.
Just a few seconds ago, you said you were a very happy-go-lucky girl, but yet you listen to sad songs.
So a funny story about that. I was in, I think, 6th standard when there was a music school competition where I told my brother, teach me a song. He used to send me like suggestions of what I can sing for competitions. And he told me to sing this song, Kati Patang.
Wow.
My Hindi teacher actually called for my parents saying, is she okay? ये इतनी छोटी बच्ची इतना depressing गाने क्यों गा रही हो? अच्छे गाने गाओ.
So it was there from childhood.
Yeah, it was always there.
Wow.
My playlist
then
was...
there's no explanation. Old soul, is it?
Old soul. My entire playlist was just sad songs.
Okay, one other thing that song has told us is that you're a bit of a control freak.
Oh God, yeah. Now I know you've spoken to him.
Yeah,
you know too much.
You want things just so.
It's a problem.
How bad is it?
It was very bad.
What was the funniest thing that's happened when you needed to have things done just a certain way?
I mean, everything is bad because when I want it my way, then it's just my way or the highway. And it's so bad because it's in even small things. Like my brother keeps making fun of me that it's not your thing to say. Like it could be even something not related to me. Like he'd be like, I feel like eating a pizza, and I'd be like, I don't think that's a good choice. Or something like that. I'd be like, or I'd tell Sangeet that, just order whatever you feel like. He's like, okay, so I'll order Chinese. I'm like, no, not Chinese.
Not Chinese.
I'll
order
okay,
Indian. No, not Indian.
Yeah. So it's that, and he'd be like, can you just like stop doing this? When you just say you do something. But I feel like I've learned in this lockdown, my motto in this lockdown has been the things you don't have a control over, the things that are not in your hands, just
let go.
I think I'm getting better at it.
Now, this is a question on behalf of the entire nation. What is the need for auto-tune?
So, there are two theories, right? One that people know about is when a singer sings Besura, you correct it with auto-tune and you can pitch it and use Melodyne or whatever and set it to perfect pitch. The second side to it is that even the most Surila singer, okay, now I'm going to get technical. What happens is all your instruments are pitched at 440. And singers, usually it's practically impossible to sing the whole song at 440, right?
Right.
So when everything is pitched at 440, or you're hearing everything at 440, and when the singer is not at 440, even though the singer is perfectly Surila, it doesn't sound right. Because you're
sound off.
Yeah, because you're used to hearing it. It's also conditioning. So even for me, I mean, somebody would say its pitching is perfectly fine, but it would still kind of
not sound right.
Khatko in the ear because you're like, isko thoda sa. It's a conditioning thing. So the most perfectly pitched singer, they also use something to just even everything out. It's just they use it for that too.
Okay.
But unfortunately, uska bahut fayda uthaya jata hai.
Misuse
A lot of misuse. I mean, you can't use it to make a non-singer a singer. It's frustrating for people who just work hard at music and who just make an effort to learn and own their art and then you're just using this technology to just abuse it.
Would you say that the music industry is open to allowing outsiders, or I don't know whether I should use the N-word, nepotism, favoritism, whatever?
So there was a very interesting conversation that happened in the last few months about it. And there were people randomly telling me on Insta, ki aapko kya lagta hai? So at that time I said that nobody's asking me, so I'm not going to say. I mean, if my opinion doesn't matter, I'm going to keep quiet. But since you ask, I'd just like to say that in my opinion, I feel like there's definitely no nepotism in the music industry, because it's not like there's a famous music director who's pushing his son or daughter into the thing. That's not there.
Okay.
What's happening, unfortunately, is that now the control with the music composers is very little as opposed to what it was. Music labels have gotten very, very involved, and I believe even Sonu Nigam spoke about it, and it became like a very big thing, and I have to agree with him. I mean, there was a time when music directors called me or called anyone samne se saying, hey, I want to try you for a song. Do you mind coming and singing a scratch? There's no problem in that. Eventually, I understand that there's a bigger picture than me as a singer in the place, and that 5 people might not like my voice in that song, and that's totally fine by me. That's okay. But I'm not okay with a label or a non-musician. It bothers me to see that they take a call on who should sing the song.
The fact is, the right person should be singing the right song. I mean, the right person should be singing the song they're supposed to be singing.
Yeah.
As opposed to somebody who's belongs to a label. And,
correct.
Yeah.
And more than that, I feel like a music composer and a lyricist, they know best. They make the song, right?
Yeah, they know which voice is best suited for it.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, another problem, okay, I have with this industry is that lyricist ka naam kahin pe bhi nahi jata hai. Nobody knows who's written a song. They made the song recently, ki credit de do yaar. I don't know if you've seen it, but all lyricists came together to make the song called Credit De Do, because so many songs, there's no credit. There's no concept of credit. And singers come later. It's first the music composer. It's his creation. He knows best ki kaun sa voice kaise. And of course, it's going for a film, so the director or the producer should have a say, because they're making it's the bigger picture, and that's fine. But there has to be some involvement from the musicians to be able to.
Sure.
I see that happening with Sangeet also, and I see him getting very frustrated. Sad.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Yep.
What we're going to do is we're going to switch gears a little bit.
Yes.
There's going to be some excitement coming your way with this rapid fire round. It's
love
called
rapid fires.
Oppo F17 Pro Flaunt It Your Way segment. It's a rapid fire round where I'm going to ask you some questions and give you a couple of options.
Okay.
And you need to just tell me which answer best depicts the way you flaunt your style.
Okay.
It's on this phone. And I'm going to start right now with the first question. Here goes. You are very well known for your fashion statement, but if at a prestigious event you notice that another artist is wearing the same dress as yours, how will you react?
Oh, can't be bothered.
A.
Oh, sorry.
I have options. A.
Sorry.
Flaunt how the outfit looks sleekest on you. B. Quickly go back home, change and flaunt your new look. C. Flaunt your cool by taking a selfie with her.
C.
Lovely answer. I thought you'd say that.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. You invited your friends for dinner. You cooked a special recipe, but it didn't turn out so good. What will you do? A. Order food from outside. B. Try and cook all over again and flaunt your culinary skills. C. Serve the same and flaunt it anyway, saying, you know what? I've learned so much cooking in the last 5 months. Eat it. What is your, what?
I think I would do A and C.
Order some from outside and also make them eat it.
No, yeah, correct, yeah.
Yeah.
से बनाया है खाना है
तो खाना पड़ेगा
खा लो अगर नहीं खाना है तो ये भी है
तो ये भी है ठीक है safe. Third question. If you are out with your family on a vacation and you want to spend quality time with them, but you have fans following you there to ask you for a selfie, what will you do? A. Wear your sports shoes and run, flaunting your fitness. B. Hide inside your resort. C. Flaunt your style and take pictures with your fans.
I totally take pictures.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's the right thing to do.
I mean, we live for this.
Question 4. Your fans and social media followers are pleading you to reveal your fitness secret in your next video on social media. What do? Flaunt your fitness and say, it's a secret. Let it be a secret. B. Share your fitness secret. C. You say you were born fit, so you sleep all day and do nothing.
B, all the way.
All the way. Must share, must share. Finally, after a stressful day, what is the fastest way of charging yourself? A. You go for a swim. B. Indulge in yoga or meditation. C. Something else.
Something else.
Okay.
Big bucket of ice cream. Love ice cream. I love
nice.
ice cream. Yeah.
Okay, Anusha, that was a lot of fun. You really do know how to flaunt your style. You guys can too learn some tricks from Anusha and flaunt your style using the Oppo F17 Pro. Time to slip into another break and to fast charge the Oppo F17 Pro. In our next segment, we'll explore the paths that Anusha traversed to become a writer. Stay tuned with me, Mandira Bedi, only on Love, Laugh, Live show. Are you the Indian sweets kind of person?
Anything.
Yeah?
Anything. Cheeny de do.
I believe that we should eat cake every day because it's somebody's birthday somewhere in the world, somewhere.
It is, I know.
It's time to just be happy. being angry, sad, and overthinking is not worth it. Anusha is one who just lets things flow, and so God has been very generous to her. Welcome back to another dazzling episode of Oppo F17 Pro presents the Love Laugh Live show, and we're in conversation with the melodious voiced, very cute Anusha Mani. Anusha, you have a complaint regarding your name.
Yes.
What is it? Why?
It's as simple as it gets. Anusha. It's like, just say it.
Anusha.
Anusha. Yeah, exactly. There's
So-
Anushka, there's Anisha, Amisha, Anvesha.
People get it wrong a lot.
A lot. Like people call me saying, are you free for a jingle? And I'm like, yes, yes. So I'll tell him that, and then he'll say, हाँ, so, and then he'll message me saying, Anushka Manchanda, please see you so and so. Or they'll call me saying, hello, is this Anushka Manchanda? We've called for a jingle. And I'm like, Anushka nahi, ab Anusha chalegi to I'll be there. I can also sing.
I think it's a little bit of effort to just say it right.
Very little effort.
So, you know, in my introduction, I said about you that your first jingle that you did, you got 300 rupees for, was it?
The first show.
First
Live
show?
Yeah.
Wow, and you were like super happy.
I was the happiest ever.
Tell
My
us
mom
about it. What was it? Where was it?
So, I mean, when you're in college, the least you expect is to make money, right?
Yeah.
And the first group of people that I sang with and did shows with, very regular work, we were constantly working. And it was a really small unit, and I didn't even care about what the money was or whether I deserved it or was it less or more or all right. It didn't matter. For me, it was that whole experience of singing, making new friends, meeting new people, and seeing a recording studio for the first time, standing
Sure.
behind a mic. So for me, it was all of that. So 300 was 300. It was great. I had pocket money. I could afford my own sandwich. I could afford my own auto ka bhada, my bus ka,
And you really-
train ka
and the-
bhada.
The best part is when you don't expect it. When it just comes to you like that, when you're thinking, you know, I'm having such a great, and I'm getting paid for
Yeah,
it, right?
absolutely.
So, okay, now tell me about your thoughts on the authenticity of reality shows.
Of course, there is a bit of it that is scripted. The thing is, they're always looking for that sympathy factor or the story behind to push someone. And I miss those times, you know, when there were shows back in the day when it was the panel of judges of great singers, classical
Yes.
singers, musicians, and the singer would just come and sing, and they would get points, and then there would be a winner.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not about. Sure, some stories are inspiring, but that can't be a reason why someone is more popular than the other. You can find a way to make that person's life better. Why not? It's all about helping each other and making a better community. But if you're just talking about singing, then it has to be about singing and less about the sob story, so to speak. Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of reality shows, the first winner of the first reality show that we all sort of watched very closely was Abhijit Sawant.
Absolutely.
You wrote songs for his debut album,
Yes,
Junoon. Yeah?
yes, Junoon.
So what is the experience of writing like? Because you mentioned that you still are writing and you enjoy writing.
Yeah. So this song was originally, I mean, in my head at least, I wasn't told that it was for his album. Amit Trivedi was working on the song, and he told me just
And
to
you
write
knew him
something.
from back then?
Yeah, back then. And so I wrote the song, and eventually he told me, oh, this is for Abhijit Sawant and Sony Music and all of that. And I actually wrote 3 or 4 songs in that album. I don't even remember those songs. And yeah, I mean, I would just simply and only credit Amit Trivedi for pushing me to write. We were working on an album back in the day, and just as a dummy thing to work with, he's like, just write something and eventually we'll get like a professional lyricist. And I started writing, and he said, well, this is not bad, just work towards it. And he really encouraged me to do that. And today, I mean, since then, I've just been writing because of him.
So from the lows, let's talk about the highs. You can get high on like sugar. You love sugar.
Oh, love.
Oh my God, fist bump. Oh,
Hard to believe.
that's my
but yeah.
weakness. So what is it? What is it? Are you the Indian sweets kind of person?
Anything.
Yeah?
Anything. Cheeny de do. That's like, I can, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, everything. Just anything in between. Sugar is my thing. Sugar's
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Ice
Chocolate,
cream,
ice cream, cake, peda, Shira,
I believe
Shrikhand.
I believe that we should eat cake every day because it's somebody's birthday somewhere in the world, somewhere.
It is, yeah, I know.
See, while we're on the subject of food, and now I know you're a foodie, you cook also. Through the lockdown, you've been cooking.
Yeah.
But your favorite chef is Aditi Singh Sharma.
Oh, she's a damn good cook.
Really? How did you encounter her cooking? Where? How? When?
She and I used to live in the same building when I used to live with my parents before I got married. She was there at the time. And we've not spent that much time together, you know, how it happens. Either she's traveling, I'm traveling. But of the few times that we've hung out, oh my God, her food is ridiculous.
Yeah, she cooks up a storm.
Yeah, she has this hashtag, by the way, called Chef ADT.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Killer cooking skills.
Okay, now I'm going to, since we're on the subject of cooking skills, let's see how hashtag Chef AM does.
Okay.
Because we're going to play a foodie game. We're going to test your foodie skills. I am going to read out a description of a dish, and what you have to do is tell me what the dish is.
This is real stress right now.
Yeah, no
Okay.
stress at all. It's very easy.
Bring it on.
Okay, here goes. Dish number 1. A vegetarian dish made by fire roasting aubergine to bring out its smoky flavor and mashed together with onions. I know you the answer. You know the answer. With onions, tomatoes, and aromatic spices.
Bengan ka bharta.
You said it, girl.
Love it. My favorite.
I love it too.
Love it.
Okay, you're not vegetarian.
I am.
You are, so am I. Very nice. So
Great.
you would know the next one as well.
Great.
Very well. Cubes of cottage cheese marinated with spices, roasted over charcoal and blended with a spicy, flavorful tomato gravy, usually served with naan flatbread.
Like a paneer something, paneer, tandoori paneer, paneer butter masala, paneer.
Yes.
Okay.
Paneer butter masala is paneer tikka masala.
Tikka
but
masala,
same,
right, okay.
It's the same thing. I give you that.
Yum.
Now, the next bunch of questions are basically I'm going to give you a dish, and you have to just tell me 3 ingredients from each dish.
Okay.
Even easier than the
Done.
last one. Trust me.
Okay.
Okay, here goes. Rasam.
Pepper, tomato, and salt.
There you go. That's kind of safe for everything. Next one.
तो sort हो गया.
Next one. Pav bhaji.
Oh. Carrots, potato, and tomato.
Excellent. Moving on. Bhel puri.
Kurmura, save, and onion.
Nice.
Yeah.
Khilao kabhi.
Okay, done.
Okay.
Will do.
It's our last break tonight, and there's still a lot left to be explored about Anusha. Don't go anywhere. Keep watching Oppo F17 Pro presents the Love Laugh Live show only on the Times Network. See you later.
Alligator.
Yes, well done.
So cool.
हमारी tuning बहुत अच्छी है भाई.
Superb.
Superb है. Welcome back to Oppo F17 Pro presents the Love Laugh Live show with me, Mandira Bedi and Anusha Mani. Now, since you love animals so much, we have a special game designed exclusively for you. It's called Heads Up. We both will go one by one, holding a card on our heads with a clue on it, and the other one has to give hints for the first one to guess. So would you like me to start? Would you like to start? How do you want to do it?
Why don't you start? Think.
All right. Here goes.
Oh, it's an animal that crawls on the thing which has those 2 big teeth like on both sides.
Is it walrus?
Yeah.
See, animal lover. Now your turn.
Okay.
Okay, this is an animal.
Elephant?
And he has a beard, and he goes. No, he does. Does he go ba? No, he doesn't go. He goes meh.
Goat.
Billy goat, no?
Oh.
Yeah.
Relative of a dog and looks like a wolf and is smaller than a wolf. Carnivorous. Looks
Fox?
like, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, my turn.
Your go. Easy. Okay, now this is a 2-word animal, and it's basically he's a big hairy fellow, and no, wait. I'm building it up a little bit. He's a cousin of a pig. He's a cousin of a pig.
Pig.
Yeah.
Boar.
Yes, and what is the word that goes before it?
Wild boar?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
My God.
Yeah, I kind of went round and round a little bit. Okay, third one.
Oh, cousin of monkey.
Ape,
And another one.
Chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee. Yeah, chimpanzee.
Ah, okay. You gotta give us harder ones, guys.
Yeah, this is damn simple.
Super easy. Next time we have to do it in some accent or something. Okay. This is, you know what they say, the animal that laughs a lot. Don't laugh like a...
Hyena?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. All right, here goes.
Oh, the black eyes and the big podgy guy, white and black.
Oh, panda bear.
Yeah, panda.
Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could have just said kung fu.
Yes.
All right, last one.
Last one. See you later.
Alligator.
Yes, well done.
So cool.
हमारी tuning बहुत अच्छी है भाई.
Superb.
Superb है. All right, that was fun. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're really a lovely, lovely person. So glad to have gotten to know you through this episode, and I hope to know you more as the years go by.
I'm just, I'm out of words. It's. I can't tell you this feeling of you saying such nice things for me because I've literally looked up to you and worshipped you
Arey,
for years and years. You're great at what you do. Your passion, your discipline. You're just you. You're amazing. You're amazing.
Thank you.
And it's been an honor.
अब आप मुझे रुला दोगे. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Really, we could not have imagined a better end to the show, a better guest for the show. You really are about love, laugh, and live. Thank you so much for gracing this show with your presence.
Thank you.
Here's a small token of appreciation, a small gift from us to you, from our friends at Confluence.
Thank you so much.
Like it.
Thank you.
And before we say goodbye, it's time to take a selfie with the Oppo F17 Pro. The sleekest phone of 2020. Its dual lens bokeh gives an amazing bokeh effect to pictures, so you can take the perfect selfie portrait even with friends now. Okay?
Let's do it.
So are you ready to flaunt?
Let's go.
Let's do this. I do hope you had a great time watching today's episode. We'll be back next week with another guest and more stories on the Oppo F17 Pro presents the Love, Laugh, Live show. This is Mandira Bedi signing off.